Well, I'm starting this one with under the bonnet because is neat wiring a big thing on your hit list? This thing here is our new under bonnet fuse panel setup that we've got for the Chevy 2500 range. Starting with something like this here, even if you haven't ticked all of the boxes and had all of the future 12 volt planned options installed from stage one, doing a neat under bonnet fuse setup from day one is going to allow you to easily add those stage 2, stage 3, even stage 4 items to a build and not mess around with the wiring. We know how messy wiring can really destroy someone's day, especially if there's an issue and you're out on the road. Having everything in one nice neat location is going to allow you to fault find quickly, replace what's needed. You do want to figure out where the fault was from the get-go, so hopefully you don't ever need to. But if you do, this setup here should be high on your priority list. I'm Dean Bleasner, the co-founder of Big Dog Builds, with well over 650 trucks now through the workshop. We're the most awarded American truck company in Australia, and it's a lot of R&D put into the vehicles like this one here that's going to keep us #1 in the industry and the big reason why you should get up here for a build today. If you're interstate, just remember we can help with transport options from around the country to get your build up into the Big Dog Builds workshop, fly in, pick up the vehicle, fly home. If that's still too hard, yes, we can get the vehicle back home for you as well. This Chevy 2500 is a customer that I knew from years ago, so shout out to the ones that are coming back and doing multiple builds over the years. I really appreciate that. And we'll go into this one here, why this customer's chosen to run with the setup he has from day one, what options that he's gone for that he might not know that he needed when he first called me up wanting to do a Chevy build, and how he's rolling out ready for Christmas in a brand new Chevy 2500 HD. The 200 series just isn't cutting it anymore, and you've done a build with me in the past. Bonus points if you come back and get into a Chevy just like Jasper. So Jasper's moved up from New South Wales, and shout out to the legends that are doing multiple builds. We've gone and replaced the fuse panel setup on top of his battery there. So this fuse panel, mega fuse holder there, is our now got replaceable fuses that you can put in. So if you've got a canopy going on the back, got a nice position there ready for the company to install the canopy charge cable, for example. We've got one big isolator underneath here. That one there is the secret that runs across to the new power panel setup that's underneath the bonnet that's going to power every single 12 volt accessory that the vehicle has. So turn off that breaker and this vehicle becomes stock again. Turn on that breaker and all of this becomes live. You've got ignition taps, you've got high beam taps, you've got 2 MIDI fuse holder boards, and those ones there with a bus bar setup is going to make all of the accessories power fed off one nice neat location. If you're wanting to do multiple stages and you've got a stage 2 that you're thinking about, stage 3 that you're thinking about, we've got the spare MIDI fuses ready to go on this board here. We've got 1, 2 on that one and another 1 on this one here. And you've got another few blade fuses on the little fuse box there. So depending on how much the new stages are going to pull power, you can easily pull that from this board. You've got a combination of little blade fuses, the MIDI fuses, and then you've got your main power lead that runs across. So nice and simple, nice and neat, ready to go. And if you do blow a fuse, you can gain access to it nice and easily. I believe that these fuses are even got a little light on them. So if it does pop, that one there is going to light up nice and bright. You're going to see which one has got the issue, but having the labels and a few more labels to come as well will make sure that it's nice and easy to find the fault if there even is one in the first place. So one thing that I'm big on is neatness of work, and we're never rushing the team to get a build out the door. It all comes down to quality of the install. Quality of the install with new made components in the workshop, just like this one here, is what the team does really, really well. Everyone's put in a lot of effort to get this one made, and the more of these setups we do, the easier it is to get the setup done nice and quickly and get you back on the road in no time. So this one here, squeezed in just before Christmas, and it's what a Christmas present it is to get a new black Chevy 2500 under the tree with a Big Dog build done as well. Let's go check out the wheels, tyres, suspension, what's up on top and what's to come down the track. That's it for underneath the bonnet, keeping it nice and neat. And I just had a thing come to mind. How does Chris reach his bonnet to close it? Do we get a video off him? Has he got a little string there, or does he roll around with his stilts on? 3-inch lift, 35-inch tyres, With the essentials kit when it comes to suspension, wheels, tires, Anderson plugs out the back end, as well as airbags in the rear end. This is the most common and the most practical setup that you can have for your new Chevy 2500 HD. With 35-inch tires, your spare wheel's still gonna fit up under the back. With the 3-inch lift, you can adjust that one anywhere from 1.5 up to the 3-inch mark. This one here is sitting at around the 2.5-inch mark, maybe a little bit taller, and that one will settle down nicely. That's the beauty when it comes to this wheel and tire combination on this suspension. I think it drives the best. You get that little bit more travel in the suspension. The bump stops have got that little bit more to go before they do hit. But with the independent torsion front end setup that these Chevy 2500s have, if you go up to those bigger lift kits, you actually get less travel before those bump stops hit in the front end. So this kit here will still drive that little bit better, in my opinion anyway. 35-inch tires on 18-inch wheels. That's my personal favorite with the wheel and tire combination. 18x9 POS 18 is what this Method 305 NV is. And with the Nitto 35 12.5 18 tire, that tire is sitting right on the edge of the factory guard. We've got wider offset wheels and they pump out, they fill out the color-coded bushwhacker flares. The extra benefit with the color-coded bushwhacker flares is we can do our kickback mud flaps, which will stop a lot of that crap flicking up the side of the vehicle. This customer loved this wheel and tire combination, 18x9 POS 18, with the apex valves in there as well. So airing down these tires is going to be nice and easy. Go from 55 PSI down to 20 PSI in a matter of seconds. And then inflating those tires as well is super fast and easy. With a good wheel alignment that we've done on this one here, after the wheel and tire combination, we use the best gear in the world for a reason, because setting the vehicle up from the get-go is going to keep your tires in really good nick. You don't want the wrong wheel alignment done and get a bad tire rotation or not as many kilometers out of the tires from scalloping or rubbing out the insides. And getting a good suspension combination is definitely going to help dial that one in there as well. With the wheel and tire combination, this combo here runs the Method HD wheels, so 2041 kilo load rated per wheel from memory, and 1800 kilos per tire with the Nitto 35 12.5 18. So that's a massive 128Q. These ones here, bigger than factory. You've got plenty to play with. And whether you're in the NB1 category or you're stepping up to the NB2 category, which in my opinion is where you want to be in a HD truck to get the most out of your payload, especially if you're towing, you've got gear in the back and people inside the vehicle. It's quite easy to take that 700 to 800 kilos of payload up quite quickly, especially if you've got 4.5 ton van on the back. That's 450 kilos ball weight in some cases. And that's most of your GVM taken up before you even sit inside the vehicle itself. So this one here definitely looks the part. We can do chrome deletes on the Cat 6 indicators. We can do chrome deletes on the Duramax bonnet badge. We can do chrome delete on the front end there. We can do PPF over the entire vehicle as well. So if you're wanting to keep your new black Chevy 2500 in good order, doing paint protection film over the paintwork, whether that be satin finish or a gloss finish, we can get that dialed in as well. And with the electric side steps on the side of your vehicle, we can color change those lights there with the Amp Research app that comes standard. The app doesn't cost you anything is what I mean. So download the app, connect to your steps, change the LED side lights on the side of these vision steps. If you're wanting that little bit more protection, we can do the Amp Research XL series side steps. They're the ones you see with the extra sill on the side. They drop down that little bit further and they make getting in and out of the vehicle super, super easy. So this combo definitely looks the part. We'll go around the back end there. We'll see what's going on up the rear, and then we'll get up top and show you the Big Dog Builds accessory rack. And I'll also show you the height of the roof rack, 3-inch lift, 35-inch tires, what the highest point on the Big Dog Builds roof rack is, because I get asked that question all the time. With the rear end of this one here, may look a little bit different to other black Chevys that have come through the workshop. That's your Pro Spec tail lights. So they definitely look the part, in my opinion. It just really sets off the rear end of a Chevy 25. The one color vehicle that I'm unsure of is the new Chevy Red. I reckon the tail lights in their standard form, but every other one, if you've got the tub, these lights here definitely look the part. The back end of this vehicle, we've actually gone and installed a Safety Dave loom for the customer, and then we've done a red and a grey Anderson plug on the back there as well. Grey Anderson plug 50 amp rated through an ignition relay. The red Anderson plug being constant powered to the under bonnet there as well. So nice simple setup at the rear end here. You've got your airbags with your manual inflation valves at the back. And if you're doing a lot of towing, that's when you can step up to the AirIQ, be able to inflate, deflate those rear airbags from the comfort of inside the cab. This setup, add a Jenny hitch combo to the back there and you're going to be ready to rumble. And as we drop down the tailgate there, got the electric roll cover. The dealer actually did this one here from Real Truck, and we've gone for the ARB brushless twin compressor inside the rear. Brushless twin compressor. Beeping and carrying on. Brushless twin compressor there. I still haven't done any testing when it comes to ARB twin compressor with a 35, 12.5, 18 tyre. So if you know, if you've done the test, I'm keen to see that one in the description below, or the comments below. Get in there and comment how fast an ARB twin compressor would pump up two 35-inch tyres on 18-inch wheels. Super keen to know that one. Otherwise, we'll have to put one in a vehicle and go out and actually test it one day. When I get a little bit more time on a Wednesday, we'll have to head up the beach, Al. Rear end, like I said, nice and simple, electric tonneau cover. Whether you forgot to choose that one at the dealer or you're chasing one of the other ones, we can get that one dialed in. I personally like the manual roll-up ones, but these electric ones might be that little bit more waterproof. And this setup here definitely looks nice and neat. And then we've got the Big Dog Builds accessory rack up on top. So we'll spin around to the front. This one's running the Switch Pro SP9100 switching unit. And then we've got the roof rack up on top. Side lights, front light bar. I'm gonna go find a tape measure. When you move up there, we'll see the height of this one. Found the Milwaukee tapey. And these big factory side steps, bed steps. Everyone complains about them, but they are actually quite usable. User-friendly, so jump up on that one there. Rumor has it, we've actually got something pretty special coming for these steps. So we can rip those ones off and run something that the team are busy working on. But you have to wait a few more videos until that one gets released. But if you guessed 2180, yes, that is the height of this vehicle here, with 3-inch lift, 35-inch tyres to the back of the roof rack. Give or take a few millimeters, of course, because I don't want to be responsible for you whacking it if you go under a 2.18 metre bridge. So just under 2.2 metres, 35-inch tyres, 3-inch lift to the highest point on a Big Dog Builds accessory rack. If you go and install fold-down antenna brackets or max tracks with the pins, measure that new height. You're going to add another 60 mil up to about 150 mil on top of that one there. So make sure you measure your vehicle, because the last thing you want to do is destroy this pretty roof rack up on top. You need to come back in for a stage 2 that you haven't really budgeted for. With this Big Dog Builds accessory rack, getting up on the side steps is definitely a lot easier than that big bed step. But we've got the GME fold down UHF bracket with the little 640 mil antenna. And then we've got the steady side lights, which are included as a standard feature, as well as the 50-inch steady curve light bar. Running this through the Switch Pro switching unit allows you to switch all of the lights from on the vehicle all through that one switching unit, being side lights. Front light bar will only come on while the vehicle's running. We set these ones up from the get-go, so you don't even have to think about installing it or setting it up yourself. And the team will run you through how to use the Switch Pro, what the features look like. But open up that instruction manual, because there's loads of things that you can do all from that one switch unit. Well, there we go. Brand new Chevy 2500 HD 2025 model. It's got the essentials. It's got the Big Dog roof rack. He's even ticked the ARB compressor in the rear. This thing's going to spend a fair bit of time on the beach. But the main standout, we've got the under bonnet new fuse panel setup. Ready for stage 2 or adding other accessories onto the vehicle. It's nice and neat. It's simple. It works. And this one here is ready to play. If you like this video, guys, check these 2 videos out here. If you want to see these things boogie up the beach, the season here is one to watch. This one here, it's a bonus.